The starboard ain't big enough for the both of us.
It sure ain't, boy.
Breaking news. We are back live here for our CSC Challenger Series. Welcome back, everybody. Monday night, per usual. And we got another great battle coming your way between Alex Spellman and Mike Carter. William Stewart, Sean Green, Nick DeShare, per usual. How's it going, fellas?
Oh, man. Doing well. Excited to be here for this matchup. It's going to be a great one. Dynamite Carter, Alex Spellman. Of course, Alex Spellman, the current Continental Cup champion. He just won 8 out of 10 events in LA this past weekend. So he is coming in on fire. And can Mike Carter stick with that is going to be the question tonight.
It is. But also a question tonight is going to be if Spellman can make the transition from steel tip to soft tip. If the segments are just going to be massive tonight, or maybe he has a little bit of a struggle. We're going to find out. But yeah, it's truly a tale here because he just came back from LA, and how much time has he really had to maybe rest, relax a little bit? He's probably going to be a little bit tired.
Yeah, I'm going to say 0 probably on that regard, especially because you're flying back to the East Coast from the West Coast, so you literally lose hours on the flight. So, yeah, I'm going to guess Alex is – if Mike has a shot, right, it's after Alex traveled all day to get home. That being said, Alex is used to traveling all day to get home because his travel never goes right. So the fact that he's home right now is probably a win for Alex. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, it's also he has to travel to get to the streaming location as well. So there's that side that we have to remember, but it's not truly the tale fully. Let's just say this. Mike has done his due diligence to get to this point in the CSC Challenger Series. He's got a fighting chance. If he brings it tonight, this could go his way if he just plays his A+ game.
Yes, A+ game is needed. Very much so.
Yeah. Well,
nothing less.
Let's go ahead and get to the tail of the tape, Mr. Mike Carter. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, Dynamite Carter for Troy Vending, playing out of Bullshooters. Been playing for 15+ years. The average coming into it is a 5.05. He's 543 on the All-Star rank list, and he's throwing those monster Mike Carter 18-gram darts. He comes into this with 23 9 marks with 4 white horses, 79 7 marks, 54 5 marks, and 41 games played. And his win percentage is 48.8, which is crazy. That tells you that he is flirting with a little bit of disaster each week that he plays darts.
Oh, definitely. Sorry, I got the hush.
You have no idea what I just said. 48.8%.
I just got the hush notification from my wife, so I was like, "Oh, well, sorry, honey, I'm working here." I guess the kiddo's trying to sleep. Anyway, yeah, just completely off guard.
Listen to her. Just listen to her. Yep.
All right, I will be quiet the rest of the night, everybody. This is the tone I'll have. Anyway, sorry, Sean, go ahead.
No, I finished. It's on you now.
All right. Let's go over to the Jackal then and Alex Spellman. Racing Amusements is his vendor. His location is currently the Hangout Bar. 17+ years he's been playing with a 5.73 MPR and 938 on the current All-Star ranking list. And of course, his signature Winmau. Yeah, Winnamoo Alex Spellman barrels as it's the signature. It's the signature flip-flop from Nick DeShare here.
Yeah, Nick DeShare has a signature move every week, and it's that he messes up something. And this time it's Winnamoo, Alex Spellman, 20-gram darts.
Alongside of his 5.63, he does have 52 9 marks, 12 8 marks, 107 7 marks, and then how about this? 11 white horses.
Audacious number of white horses, to say the least. That is ridiculous.
Yeah,
why?
So,
why?
Is it the 17, 16, 15 transition that's got him there? I believe that those are probably a good amount of those white horses. Alex isn't the kind of gentleman that I would think would open up with a lot of white horses, but he may be. We haven't seen him play a ton of soft tip cricket.
Well, I think Alex Spellman's going to be fine switching from steel tip to soft tip as he throws in a 180 on the diddle here. So if you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules for the CSC Challenger Series. Double elimination style tournament. These players are both on the loser side. The loser is out. The players play a race to 9, best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match, which you just saw right there. Go to Alex Spellman. If either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That's the PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance, and we go for speed, the players will cork for start in the last leg decider.
It's my new gag. I'm just gonna let it go the rest of the time.
Nikki would like to point out that amusement was also wrong.
Yeah, good job, Nick. Good job. It's gonna be my Samoa Joe walk off from now on. Just walk away.
All right.
Well, only a 2-mark opener for Alex Spellman here. Speaking of wrestling, we found out that Nick does not know who Mick Foley is this weekend.
What? I don't know
yeah.
who Mankind is? That's crazy.
I said, Dude Love and Cactus Jack. He said, who? And I said, oh, buddy. And then he didn't know like 4 people could be one. Like one person could do 4 people in wrestling. Like he just was dumbfounded by that.
Oh,
yeah.
Like 4 different people make up like the same person. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's like Undertaker was the Undertaker, and then he was the Undertaker, and then he was the Undertaker. As Dynamite Carter throws in a nice 7 mark there to take the early lead against Alex Spellman, who goes 2 mark, 3 mark after the 180 start. I don't think that's going to last very long, though, my friend.
So let's level set tonight, and not about my wrestling experience or knowledge. Let's just accept that that's going to be terrible. But
like your spelling.
No, that's also not very good either. Winamu. It's like the same misspelling is what's bothering me. I've done it multiple times. Hold on 1 second. All right, my card is going to go ahead and run through this. When I was talking with Alex and Mike, there was a certain confusion because the promotion, the flyers came out a little bit late, and so we were in a group text with Alex, Mike, and myself. And Mike's like, "I'm totally okay if Alex decides to forfeit out now if he needs to, as we get a."
Boom goes the Dynamite.
And Alex said, "No, I want to die a hero's death," in response to tonight's match, basically making it clear he has no intention of rolling over, but he did sleep every possible minute and has 0 warm-up darts going into tonight, as there is literally a person playing pool behind him.
Right behind him. Yeah, but he's going to have to get the excuse me every once in a while from that lady or gentleman, whatever.
It's tight quarters for sure, but he's dealt with that spot a few times this season.
And of course, he throws a 9 mark on the 15 just to stay in this leg, right?
Well, that may be enough to power him through here. We'll see. He needed another big triple or 2 there to really kind of get maybe a stand here in this first leg. But most likely, yeah, this is going to go to Mike, who's start off well here, 5.75.
I mean, yeah, and he started off even better than that the first few rounds. He was way out in front of this, and Alex is just hanging around on these 15s. He's going to stay there all day one more time to see just how many points he can get up, and that's a lot. 69 points is a good amount of points. Someone call it a great amount of points. And you see Mike gets rid of the 15. That's a big dart. And Alex can 7 mark to take the lead going into the Bulls, my friend.
Wow. Can he grab this here? It would be a big round, and he cannot.
He missed the big number. That was interesting. Yeah, there's that point lead for Carter going right at the Bulls now. He should go back up in point. It's not going to give Alex winning darts no matter what, but maybe he'll stay there and go for it. He does go back up in point. There was rules to both those. Hey, I didn't ask you yet. What is your final scoreline prediction tonight, my friend?
I think actually Mike Carter's going to probably best Spellman here tonight. I just don't see Alex having the success that he wants. We know that he's going to give it his best go here, but there's potentially him missing out on in a few weeks. So I think that he's going to feel tonight that if he gets the job done, cool. If he doesn't, cool. I think that he's going to be A-okay either way. Of course, the competitiveness, you always want to go to the final, but he's got a lot of stuff coming his way, doesn't he?
Oh, he absolutely does. But I don't think that's going to stop him from doing something like this where, I mean, he's here spending his time doing this. He's going to try and do it to the best of his ability. And yeah, I have Alex winning this 9-5. We'll go 9-5.
9-5. Oh, wow. That's gutsy. Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. So you had Mike Carter winning? Is it 9-8? What do you have him winning?
I've got him winning 9-7, possibly 9-6.
Whoa, okay. Who's being bold here?
We'll see what happens. Right back at you, my guy.
Listen, I just think that you've spent too much time winning at darts recently, where you're not thinking clearly anymore.
No, buddy. We always still got the old over-unders and proper score lines in the bag. Don't worry about that one.
Speaking of over-unders, how many 9s?
Not as many as we think we're going to have this evening.
I would agree.
24.5.
I like that. That's a good number. I like that number. I finally agreed with you on something tonight. Except for the fact that Nick is a terrible person when it comes to knowing wrestlers and also spelling. Dynamite, though, throws in a big boom goes the Dynamite with a 180 to pretty much solidify this first leg.
Sorry. Eric asking who's in charge of operations. How does Spellman not have a video set up at his bar? Well, you didn't send it, Eric. What the heck are you doing, brother? We were counting on you to go to the setup and make sure it was all properly done and ready for us, right? What the heck? No, I mean, we've added a ton of locations. Unfortunately, this session, we weren't able to get a package to that area, but also there is no other bullshooter boards anywhere near Alex Spellman right now.
Nowhere.
I mean,
like almost
like
the entire
3-4 hours away would probably be another location. So, sorry, buddy. It's a pretty big ask.
It's also,
that being said, I'm pretty sure they're going to have it next season.
I mean, think about how far we've come. We talk about time and time again, but we've had so many matches where there was only one camera, sometimes no camera. And in the case of the Division II finals a couple years back. So it's one of those things that does happen. It's not cheap. They do cost money. They are very hard to set up, and there's not a lot of players in the area yet, as you can tell by the vendor being Racine Amusements, but the bar being in North Carolina.
Yeah, typically that's a Wisconsin amusement company.
And we don't have no internet in the hills of North Carolina. What you talking about?
On the topic, by the way, of 9 marks. So in these interviews, they did ask these guys their 9 mark predictions for tonight. I asked Mike Carter, and he, without skipping a beat, said 51, and then said, I don't know why I said that number. So that's his guess. Alex Spellman said 16, and then I said, is that for yourself or like combined? He's like, well, I hope it's 16 me, 0 him. So that's your 9 mark predictions from the players tonight.
We've said some bold things tonight, Will. I think that's the boldest.
It's a pretty big, bold statement there.
For both of them.
Yes. Well, how about this? Spellman playing well, correcting the wrongs if you can consider them wrongs in the first leg.
He just started off slow. He went 2 mark, 3 mark, and then that was the dagger for him in that first leg. Unable to recover from there. Dylan, Alex did start for the first leg, but he just lost the last leg, so loser does go first. Maybe alternate start one day, but today is not that day. Alex Spellman lost in the first round to Ram because of a forfeit, right?
Yeah.
And then this is, again, the list that he has gone through to get back to this point. Eric Gregory, Kerry Thaxton, Rick Hinsey, Leonard Gates, Sean Cafflish.
Pretty good
Wow.
list. A pretty good list of players there.
Wow. He has earned his spot to get back in this one. That is for sure.
I've got a good one after this leg because I was really thrown off, and it just kind of put things into perspective for me. So after a nice 6.20, there for Mike, we are tied up 1-1. All right, how about this? Someone posted that it was an image from season 1 when we first did season 1 or season 2 from Chrissy and Travis. 4.3 and a 4.2. That was Division 1.
How nuts is that, man?
Oh,
it was like a few days ago.
It was like a memory clip or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. 4.2 and 4.3 were Division 1. That's not even gonna get you in Division 2 right now.
No, and that's again a testament to all the players, right? I mean, they all raised their games. A lot of those people that were in Division 1 Season 1 are still here in Division 1 Season 9, right? And so they've just raised up that average themselves to get to this point. So, it's a huge testament to the players, and has nothing to do with us, I can tell you that much. But it does have to do with the fact that they've also learned how to play this format, I think, a lot better.
Very much so. I think that the extended format and numerous events throughout the country as well. We need to mention that we've definitely taken a big jump from the days of best of 3. Every event you go to is going to be best of 3 throughout. Now you're starting to see that longer format established in certain events. Yeah, you're still going to have the best of 3s in your pairs and what have you, but starting to see that be the norm.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know tonight there might be a few more fans across the pond watching due to Alex Spellman getting qualified for the Grand Slam. And also, of course, Worlds. He'll be back there. Excited to see him back on that stage. He had the highest losing average in the first round 2 years ago in the World Dart Championship at a 99. Ryan Joyce.
Yeah, pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. Hey, congrats to Jason Brandon.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge
Good stuff.
The Hungarian Classic champion.
I don't know if we caught on this, but I have to disagree with somebody here. Existence O'Reilly says, and he's been a long time follower, I hope it stays loser start goes first. This is traditional soft tip play, alternate starters with steel tip. In my humble opinion, you're wrong. This needs to be alternate start. This is big boy darts. Come on. Big boy, big girl darts.
Someone earlier said Will is kind of spicy tonight, and I agree with that. He's being spicy.
Yes, sir. Sometimes the takes need to flow, and I've held back a little bit in certain instances. Tonight's not going to be one. Tonight's not going to be
dynamite.
Well, what's your least favorite player we've ever streamed in the CSC Challenger Series?
Least favorite player? WCS or CSC?
Oh my God.
Both. Sure. One of each. Yeah, name a woman, name a man. Go for it.
I'm not going to give you that answer. Come on. I just wanted to get you going on that one. There's got to be some form of line. Come on.
Mine is Scott Hanisch.
Oh, that's a good call.
Well, that's my
Tennessee
favorite
Titans fan. Yeah.
That's my favorite 180 floor hitter.
Good old 180 floor. And he hit that 180 floor hard.
He definitely did.
All right. Mike Carter, well behind as far as the points go in this leg. Alex throwing a 6-1-7 to stay out in front. Can really shut the door here in this throw. But yeah, I just think that Alex, the confidence of him, of how well he's been playing over the past, few weeks, is kind of where I stand with him here, and why I picked him to win. And I know that what happened yesterday doesn't happen today, but for someone as experienced as Alex, as technically sound as Alex Spellman, once he finds it, it stays for a bit.
Well, that's why you have betting odds, that go each way. I think that when you look at it, you've got to choose a line. Is the success that he's had recently going to push him to more success, or does he finally hit the drain button and all of a sudden feel a little time where he's not feeling typical darts? He's tired. He's maybe not throwing that dart as hard as he normally would. That follow through is a little bit more lackadaisical, that kind of thing. So yeah, I just think tonight, maybe here shortly, he just takes a dip and maybe Mike gets him. That's why I've got it going to Mike's way, and that's why you said you got it going the opposite. But a good leg there to break throw as Alex Spellman takes the advantage 5-6-7 here in that leg.
6-7. By the way, I forgot
5-7-6
about that stupid thing for 2 weeks because I wasn't teaching for 2 weeks. And as soon as I go back today, we have to talk about chapter 6 and 7. And then every kid is, I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot
Right
about
back
that
to
stupid thing. Scott Hannish, you do not have enough hair to make that comment. In fact, let's us like thinning hairline people, we should just stick together instead of making fun of each other every day. You know, let's just do that.
So you, Mike, Alex, hanging out tonight, huh?
Hey, listen. Why Mike? That's not nice. He does that on purpose. That's terrible.
Oh,
He did throw a 9 to start this leg. Boom goes down.
it's a good 9. It was a good 9. But unfortunately, you can see that he's not thrilled with this follow-up there.
Yeah, frustrated. And this is why. He knows that a 2 mark here can be devastating. And Alex Bowman throws in a 7, gets rid of those 20s. So now Mike's going to have to move over to 18s or 17s before he can go back. Unable to get the close on the 19s. Chance here for Spellman to take control early.
Yeah, it's an opportunity. And he's going to try to make the best of it. And you can see he does. Close out the 17s as well here. Great play for Spellman. This forces the hand of Carter here. He's got to collect on 2 trip 18s. If he even thinks about taking a look at the 19s. Perfect first. Perfect second. What do you do, buddy? He's going down.
And he hits it. Big 8 mark from Mike Carter.
What an 8 mark. What a collection.
Problem is that now it's back to Spellman to do similar.
We got to give a big shout out here. The dart side. I keep seeing him in our chat here, or her. Hi from the Netherlands. Hello. Thanks for following along. We know it's later in the, early morning for you. Thanks for tuning in. Some soft tip darts.
If you really wanted to welcome them, you would know how to speak or know how to say hello in Dutch, but that's okay.
Well, is my name Jules Van Dongen? Is my name Danny Jansen? No, it's not. So I speak American.
Oh my God. Here we go. I apologize on behalf of anyone. I
speak Jason Brandon, okay?
Whoa. Nobody speaks Jason Brandon.
I tell you what, you put between him and Joe Chaney, they got enough country accent for the whole darts land, don't they?
I would behoove y'all to listen to those accents every once in a while.
Look at this 1 point differential here. This is a big time dart, and he unfortunately misses the double there. I was thinking if he goes double, it would be quite the opportunity to close that trip 15 and grab the leg, but instead it'll go back to Carter here. Yeah, think this one out, buddy.
Yeah, he elected to go bull there on dart 3 instead of close the 15s, which we would see a lot of players do to try and challenge Mike on the 3 bulls. But Mike's been throwing well, and so I can understand why he is making him do this.
It made Mike just sit there and think for a second. Now it's a tough dart. He wants to fit this into the triple segment. Has to.
Even if
can't afford to take a look at the bull.
Yeah, if he does, it's an extra bull. He needs that triple, and he finds it. Big dart.
Well, that's why he stepped back for a second and kind of thought about it. That's what that last dart did for Alex Spellman. Rather than going at the 15s and forcing him to go to the bulls, it made Mike have a decision there. And then sometimes a decision like that can throw you off.
Trip 15? Oh, he misses the trip 15 for the win. Back over to Mike Carter. The dart side saying, Jules used to live like 35 minutes away from where I live.
Nice. I want to go to the Netherlands at some point. That's definitely a spot I need to go to. Oopsies.
Well, it's because it puts him right back in the same exact spot with a triple. The two singles are frustrating. And it's starting to feel like, I'm sure for him, that he's not getting any looks to win. Whereas that single there is going to give Spellman a pretty easy 1-2-3 combo to take the 3-1 lead.
Yeah. Got a question in here on the chat. We'll get into that here in just a second. As Spellman does take the advantage here. 5-2-2 to a 5-0-0. That was a good back and forth battle. Mike had options, but at the end of the day, Spellman gets it done. All right, here is the question. It is, should I have a strong, hard follow-through? Because when I don't throw harder, my dart seems to drop so low. Well, you have to... some people, this won't make sense. Steel tip and soft tip, they are essentially two different throws. You have to be a little bit harder at the board for soft tip because you're 8 foot compared to the 7 foot, whatever it is, 9 3/4, 9 1/4. What is it?
Yeah,
7 foot 9
7, 9 1/4.
Yeah, but you also need to, like me, I don't throw my darts in steel tip land with the flight up. I have to change my flight rather than my essentially throw to get the dart to land how I want it. So I'm not picking up darts on the floor. So I move from a shape flight to a kite flight in soft tip. A little bit allows for a little bit different flight path.
Yeah, allows it to go a little bit flatter into the board.
Yeah,
for you.
So I look at that for anything. If you use like the same for both, like I know Spellman does that. I know Leonard Gates does that. Well, their throws are perfect. Their darts land in the steel tip board and soft tip board perfectly
Exact
straight.
same. Yeah.
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 Not
They
everybody's
both
like
stack.
that. Yeah.
My answer to that question, because that's the more technical player side answer, from a perspective of someone else, I've always been taught to throw through the dartboard, not to the dartboard. So, and harder throw is always going to
Good way to think of it.
Yeah.
Good way to think of it.
Harder throw is always going to be a little bit more consistent than like a lobbier throw, but there are players that make that work as well. Just not very many. You'll see most players have some pace to their throw.
Yep.
And it's almost shocking in person sometimes because it doesn't look like they throw it as hard as they do until you see them in person. But that's a white horse from Alex Spellman, number 12 for the year.
And I mentioned that 17, 16, 15 transition is probably where he's gathering a lot of those, and proves to be the case.
You were right again. Now,
Mama's wrong.
You're wrong, Connor Sanders. Mama's right. In this case, Mama is me, as Alex Spellman's about to take a 4-1 lead. So your prediction of whatever you said, and then made my prediction the terribly bold one, 9-5. I think we might be heading towards more mine right this second. But I will also say that there has been some chinks in Alex's game so far, right? And I think that Mike, if he was throwing his A game during those, he'd be able to win those legs. So I'm with you on what you said earlier. It seems like Mike is just not taking advantage of it like he should.
I will be hedging at break, just to let everybody know. I'll be hedging this bet at break.
It's funny, though, talking with Mike Carter, he said going into the Mike Malloy match, he felt incredible and played terrible, in his opinion, is what he said. And then he said tonight he's feeling even better than going into that match. So I think Mike Carter just needs to stop feeling good and confident. Maybe he needs that edge.
I mean, there are some people that when they warm up well, they throw terribly, and when they warm up terribly, they throw well.
Or some like Sean, they just warm up like turd and play like turd.
Yep. And then you hope for the best. You're
can
like,
throw
oh, God,
Nick-
I hope I find something.
You could throw Nick in that category as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we get it. You win triples, and all of a sudden you're the best in the world.
I didn't even
got
win.
second.
I
you
played
got
like
second?
Duke.
You
I played
didn't
like
win?
Duke. I played like Duke in the final. I'm not gonna lie to you,
You didn't even win. All right,
dude.
never mind.
7 hours of darts is totally different when you don't play anymore. That stamina gets you.
That's just something losers say. All right, Spellman. Spellman won 8 of 10 events.
It's crazy. And I mean, in the weekend before, getting the Continental Cup and how big that is, guaranteeing he's going to go over to Wolverhampton, play in the Grand Slam of darts. When is that? November, I believe.
Yep.
So he'll be going overseas for that. He'll also be, of course, competing in the Alley Pally now. Locks in that 5th spot in the North American darts for the Alley Pally. Big deal there. And let's say that for a second too. We have a good chance here for a few getting through the second, third round with the lineup that we have. I'm looking forward to that.
And we might have as many as 7 players from North America playing this year.
You don't know how that'll essentially line up, right?
Yep.
But what do we got? We got Alex, we've got Stowe Bunce, we've got Adam Savada, we've got David Cameron, and who's the 5th?
Spellman. Didn't you just?
I already said Spellman. I said Spellman right off the rip. Who's number
Savada.
4 in the rankings right now in CDC?
Oh, Leonard.
Yeah, that's right.
And Leonard got it from the cross border.
Exactly.
Yep. So those 5, and then Matt Campbell is currently qualified and is ranking where he is in the PDC order of merit. And then Danny Lobby is close now that they've extended out the number of tour card holders in the format. Yeah.
Getting some
Benny
extra
would like
darts.
Benny's
Christmas.
letting you remember that you were first loser. I'm going to guess that him and Mike and Liz got you in the final.
We're not going to talk about Liz right
That's
now.
That's a decent trio.
I'm very upset with Liz. Girl just shows up for triples and then leaves the rest of the weekend. I hate her.
She was there to beat you, man.
I hate
Shout
her.
out to Liz Steiner for giving us a bottle of hot sauce though that she made from her own garden peppers. How about that?
You know who wasn't good enough for that team though? Vinny Dersch.
Wow. Boom goes
Sorry,
the
Vinny.
dynamite there for Alex Spellman. He's up 4-1 here on Mike Carter. What does Mike have to do, Will?
It needs a miracle right now. Praying for one. Let's be real. He can't go 5-1 down here into break. He could 5-1 down. And almost could be 5-2, could be 6-1 down at break. You don't know. So that's very tough. And just judging by the body language too, he's very frustrated with how things are going. Kind of that, right after the third dart, showing some emotion, showing that he's not too happy with things. And that can cost you. I always mention that for Alex, but this time it's for Mike. Alex has been really working on that side of things, to be fair.
Yeah, we noticed that at Continental Cup, right? That Alex was not giving the same faces, the same coaching that he had given himself in the past, at least visually on the screen. So definitely something that he's working on. But yeah, you're right. Mike's trying to do too much right now, and I'll say that he's expecting Alex to be perfect. Alex has not been perfect, and Mike has been in a situation here where he's tried to force it a little bit more than he's had to. And this is where we're talking about that, right? Is that that first dart was way low, first of all. Second dart right above the wire, so now it's blocking the 17, so the frustration's setting in once again.
Yeah, and this should enable Alex to potentially walk the dog once again for another white horse. Let's see if he can do it. There's a first. Here's a second. Darn.
The darn was the best part of that car.
You blew it.
I think we just found a new catchphrase for you. Darn.
Darn. Well, okay.
Reagan liked to don't diss on her best friend like that.
I'll start dissing on Reagan here in a minute.
I don't think anyone in the world would do that.
I'll find something for her.
It's going to be pretty much impossible.
Really? That golf swing, Reagan? Really?
Okay, never mind. Golf swing probably. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it's probably decent. She played high school golf. I did not, so I'm just going to give her credit for that too. Mike, yeah, again, this is another leg where just unable to get things going. He has not shot his average tonight. He's been well below that mark, and that's obviously part of the frustration of him is that Alex really isn't either, but he's not been able to have his A game. So Alex takes a 5-1 lead. One more leg before the break.
Big time advantage. No matter what here, if he grabs this leg or not, it won't matter. I mean, 5-2 is wow. That's a tough one to come back from.
Yeah, it is, and even 6-1, 5-2, both of them are very difficult to come back from, like you just said. So yeah, he's in a difficult spot, a very difficult spot at this point in time. Cole, right now, Blake Keel has the lowest average on track for Division II at a 4.34.
Yeah, pretty good. Which
again was higher than the Division I stats from Season 1 that we saw. Both of them.
Hey, can we? How about this compliment from Benny? He said, "You guys sound like weathermen. Only right 14% of the time." I would say that's right in line with Wayne Martell and John Part. I mean, they're only like right 14% of the time. I mean, you're calling us them? Come on, bud.
I mean, I just want to get paid like the weathermen for getting predictions wrong all the time, and then I'll be happy.
Can I just get one first class seat, please?
Yeah, Reagan, I had your back. What the heck are you talking about? Hey, Rick. Yeah, Cole, exactly. Sheesh is the main word to use when it comes to those averages.
It's just downright disgusting. Like we said, I mean, 4.2, 4.3 was Division I. And now look at where we're at. The progression of darts in the past 5 years, really since COVID, is insane.
Aaron, I don't think alternate star would have anything to do with this. I think it would be worse if that was the case, since Mike has gone first since leg number 2. Well, since leg number 3, technically. Alex won 5 on the spin to make it 5-1. And Mike does have the higher ground here, but Spellman can pile in a 7 mark.
Well, look at an overall scoring average. I mean, Alex not throwing quite to the average scoreline of where he's at for the season. It's 5.45, but Mike Carter only a 4.61. So, yeah, not throwing his A game tonight so far. And like we said, he needs to bring out his A+ game to get this job done. Now, that is a great shot.
Yep.
To try to lock in this leg, but 5-2 down. Like I said, it's just that's tough.
Nick, did you miss that on the counter? Oh, it just didn't pop up. Okay. Cool. I was just asking. Is Mike stepping up once again here? Now, definitely in control of this leg. Starting to do some weird stuff, though. Does close to 16s with the double. That'll work. So Spellman probably going to 9 mark the 15s. No, he does not. I just expected him to do something to kind of try to stay in the leg like he did in leg number 1. Does close out the 20s, gets rid of the high ground there. But down 101 points, it's not a whole lot you can do about that.
I gotta lock in this leg. Gonna be tough to get it done here with that position of that dart on number 2. So we'll come back needing 2 bulls to make this a 5-2 spread before our break.
Mm-hmm.
You have a couple good interviews with our players here.
We think.
Possibly.
we were not privy to that information today, but that's because it was not Nick's fault. That was the players could not do their interviews till late. I want to put that out there. You know,
we can't blame them.
No, of course not. As there you go, Mike Carter of 559 wins leg number 7, so he's going to head into the breakdown 5-2. He will go first coming out of the break, Will. So maybe a chance to get some momentum going his way.
Gonna need it, folks. We'll be right back with some interviews with the players right here, right now.
Joined here for week 8 of the CSC Challenger Series. I'm joined by Alex Spellman. And Alex, before we get into it tonight, what saloon are you playing out of and what vendor are you playing for?
Playing for Racine Amusement, all the way out of Wisconsin, down here in Cary, North Carolina, at the formerly named, back then bar, now named the Hangout Bar.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you back on here, Alex, because last time we had you on, it was an electric performance between you and Leonard that was very fun to watch. Talk us through how you felt about that match.
Honestly, I was pretty comfortable with that one because knowing you have to forfeit that first round match, my goal at that point was just get your money back. So once I kind of had my money back, it's like, okay, whether I beat Gates or not tonight, I'm good. And Gates and I always have a real back and forth, and sometimes when he can shoot how he shoots, but you know that you typically follow that, it takes a lot of the stress and pressure off, or at least it can. And it didn't disappoint.
No, it certainly did not. And tonight, another tough matchup, as every single match in the CSC Challenger Series is no walk in the park. You got Mike Carter. What is your thoughts on this one?
I'm not as experienced against Mike. I actually can't remember if and when I've played him before. But with the Gates match, and then I also had to play Sean Cafflish, almost immediately after he had a big run there at the TOC CSI stuff. Having those tough matches and getting through those is going to give you confidence up against anybody that you're going to face. But Mike Carter's in the position that I'm in this deep into the tournament for a reason. So I'm going to try to go in there and do my best and see what happens.
And last time we had you on against Leonard, you guys hit the second highest ever combined at 9 marks in a CSC match on stream at 42. The next highest was 39. Tonight, how many 9 marks are going to get hit between you guys combined?
So let's see. We had what, 40 something. So I'll say I'm going to go for my favorite number, 16. Peja Stojakovic, my old favorite basketball player with the Sacramento Kings. So I'm going to go for 16 tonight. But hopefully it's less than that because we won't be playing very many games. And honestly, even on the steel side, when I'm playing my best, I actually don't hit very many 9s. It's a lot of 6s and 7s and 6s and 7s. It's just, well, hopefully we just finish the match with 16. Because that means that he had 0.
All right. And anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
As usual, I appreciate, all the support and everything that's going on. Recently my way of giving back to you guys is on my Patreon. I just raffled off a free trip to travel with me and attend the World Championships. So it's important for me to give back some of that support that you guys give me. My wife wasn't feeling well today, so I tried to convince her to come to the bar with me, but wasn't going to happen. And maybe she's going to watch later. Maybe she's watching while this is playing, and if so, I can't wait to get back home because I literally only just got back today from Los Angeles. So but yeah, thanks to everybody, thanks to my sponsors, and again, thanks for you guys for having me on here, even though I don't have a camera set up yet.
Well, we're excited to see you once again on the stream here against Dynamite Carter, the Jackal, making the stream appearance, that is. And Alex, we wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight.
I'm Alex Spellman, and you're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Enjoy 15% off our October Dart of the Month special, the Target Japan Black Mark Dragon 3.0 darts, all month long, and bring your game to the next level with its fierce design and performance. These darts feature a front-loaded barrel with tons of milling and knurling that mimic the rough scales of dragon skin for different grip reference points throughout the dart. Finished with a sleek black coating, they'll fit right into anyone's dart collection seamlessly. As a bonus, the entire Target Japan Black Mark series will also be 15% off this month, including the Heracles model, which is currently one of our top 10 best-selling darts. You can also get a chance to win your choice of a Target Tacoma shell dart wallet in the color teal, purple, gray, blue, or black with our monthly raffle. How do you enter? Just purchase our October Dart of the Month special and you'll automatically get entered. The giveaway ends November 1st, so don't miss out on your chance for free stuff. Tap the banner on our homepage at atozdarts.com to shop the Dart of the Month, and don't forget, we ship internationally. Best of luck to everyone.
Join here for week 8 of the CSC Challenger Series. We're joined once again by Dynamite Carter. And before we get into it, what saloon are you playing out of tonight and what vendor are you playing for?
Back at Bullshooters again in Peoria, Arizona, playing for Troy Vending.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you back on here with us, Mike. And last time we saw you, you played Mike Maloney on the stream here. Can you talk to us a little bit about that match from your perspective?
Yeah, that was a rough one. I was confident going into it, and I don't know, maybe I know it was a long weekend for me, but I didn't even use that as an excuse. It was just a tough match, man. He shoots lights out all the time, it seems like, and doesn't let up. And if you don't get out early on him, it's tough to keep up.
And you have another tough opponent tonight. You have Alex Spellman. What's going to be your game plan here? Because it doesn't get any easier with the CSC Challenger Series.
No, in fact, it doesn't. It just gets harder. For some reason, I can't really explain why, but I am more confident tonight than I am going up against Maloney. And it's not a shot at Alex. I mean, he's just as good, if not better, in the whole game, including steal. But I don't know. I feel good about tonight. I feel like I prepared for it. I just gotta get out early and stay ahead. If I can play my game, I know I can beat him. So.
And when we saw Alex last on the live stream against Leonard Gates, they set the second highest 9-mark record at 42 9 marks combined. How many 9 marks are going to get hit in tonight's matchup between you two?
51.
51. All right. I love it.
Don't even know where that number came from.
All right. Here. Well, that's going to be amazing. We're in for a great night tonight. And anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
Yeah, as always, man, you guys are great. Everybody that shows up at Bullshooters to watch in person, family, friends at home, Melissa's at home with the dogs tonight. I love you. Appreciate your support. And Monster, my sponsor, you guys are awesome. So we're gonna try this one last time.
Well, it might be one last time. It might be a few more times. We're going to see how it goes tonight in a great matchup. And Mike, we wish you nothing but the best of luck tonight.
My name is Mike Carter. You're watching the CSC Challenger Series.
Welcome back from our break, ladies and gentlemen. 5-2 scoreline for Alex Spellman. I would say that most would have predicted Alex potentially getting the win here, but by this margin at break, what do you think, Sean?
It's about where I thought it was going to be, right? I gave the 9-5 position or scoreline prediction. And now that being said, I'm going to give you a little bit of credit. Not that I need to, but Alex has not played his best game today.
Yeah.
He's been off a little bit. The problem, though, is that we said that Mike needed to have his A game, and Mike has not had his A game so far. He's going to have to pick that up.
I think if Mike brought his A+ game here tonight, then it would be a different story. He could hang with Alex and potentially make this a different story. It would probably be 4-3 at break, potentially the other way around. But so far, 4-7-5 here for Mike, 5-4-7 for Alex Spellman. Only 9 marks, so not a ton. We anticipated that. Both of us actually did. We were like, that one may not hit tonight.
Yeah, and Spellman, though, is going to try and hit one right there. Boom goes the dynamite there for the Jackal. Ram, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, my friend. And La Maquina, how about that? A couple of great, one former and one current CSC players.
Yeah, great players there for sure. Great 7 for Mike Carter. But we know that higher scoring segment on the 19s can be a big option here. So plows in another over to the 17s to close.
Well, back-to-back 9s to start off this one for Alex Spellman. Coming out of the break, it's throwing perfect so far. Mike, though, another 7, and this is where the frustration really sets in, right, Will? You're throwing a 6-3-3 with the throw and getting waxed in this leg currently.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. We always say you always have to average a mark above your opponent against throw to potentially get the job done. But this right here is spectacular from Spellman.
That was so dirty. He missed on the single 18, and instead of just closing the 18s, he's like, all right, I'm just going to do down a point again on the other two darts. And this is why. Big 9 mark from Mike Carter. Boom goes the dynamite.
How about this? Right after break, this is what we love to see. Some big stuff back and forth. What a great leg. 8.33, 7.0 here.
Keith, that is incorrect. He said he wouldn't be able to play in 2 weeks from now, which is when he would potentially face Ram if he gets through these next 2 matches.
And
we'll see.
Yeah, it does look like I think we're out front on our Division 2 side rather than because we did hold a match, I think a week for what Leonard and Alex. Because I mean, why? I mean, that's a great match. That's why not?
Yeah. Here's
we'll
what
see what happens there.
Here's what I'm gonna say. If Jeremy Byrne can get boards in North Carolina, why can't he get a board in Wolverhampton? You know, like I'm just saying. Let's just make that happen. Let's send it. Let's ship it on over to Wolverhampton.
Work with this bullshooter. Work with us. Let's get it done. Imagine
I know a
him
guy
just setting it up. Imagine him just setting it up in the back of the stage in Wolverhampton.
No, he just goes there early and just puts it on the stage.
All of a sudden, you look on Bullshooter and there's Gerwin Price and MVG playing on Bullshooter, getting it done on the soft hit board. How crazy would that be?
Now it just seems like that'd be so great.
Please, for the love of God, make it happen.
Yes. As Alex Spellman, 667 here currently in this leg.
Did you notice Nick's taking notes?
I did not notice because I can't see him.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, he's taking notes right now on that one. Man, that's a good idea.
He is the community manager. Let's see if he can manage the community over in England, you know?
Well, a great leg for both competitors is going to come to a close with Alex Spellman grabbing this one.
Mike does not look like he's having fun playing darts tonight.
And that's what he's been frustrated all night. And I think it's just he knows that he has the potential to get it done. It's just not collecting on a few darts. And that's what's gotten this to the point where it currently is.
Well, when you're hoping your opponent forfeits, that's never a good place to be, you know? And I know that was all out of joke, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But just something to kind of Alex was going to be the favorite. And I think Mike is just upset that he's allowing Alex to do this. Mike's not the type of player he's scrappier than this. And it's just not happening for him right now.
Well, he's laid in some of those one-liners in the past. I mean, with Maloney and what have you. So we're used to that for Mike Carter. It's no surprise. But yeah, like I said, it's just those frustrating one-off darts that he knows he's in this match. If he could have collected on those to make it, a few more legs in his favor. Because we can all go back to points in a match, whether we're 1.3 shooters or great shooters like this. We can all go to a few legs, a few moments in the match that if I would have hit that, this is a different story.
Dude, as one of those 1.3 shooters, yeah, absolutely. Boom goes the dynamite there for Alex Spellman.
And that's what I think a lot of people don't. Some don't realize it. Like some don't even think about that. And it's true in every match. You can always go back and pinpoint a few moments that if you would have collected there, you never know what could have happened from that
White
point
horse. On. Yep, there's the 17, 16s, 15s White Horse once again, Will. His 13th of the season. Crazy.
And like I said, I would love to see the stats on that, but I'm almost promising 9 or 10 of those are on that. because I don't recall him even in like Booyah Cup or those. You know, he doesn't play a ton of soft hit, but the matches that we have seen him in, he doesn't open the door like that a lot. On the 20s, 19s, 18s, he doesn't do. Leonard's more that kind of guy.
Leonard definitely does that compared to Alex.
Yeah.
Alex is 6'5" after the 6'1", so he's come out of this break in fuego, 7-2 lead. He's ready to go home and get his sleep in. It's almost 10 o'clock his time. I love how the White Pony Club has become a thing.
I didn't even know about that. I have not seen that. Oh, there we go. I see it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. I'm telling you.
It is definitely
Daryl Cortez came up to me at TOC to be like, man, that was the funniest thing I've ever heard you say. And they did not give you enough props for that.
I will say the Pony Club is definitely a name that's being used more in doubles and triples play these days. You see it on these brackets all the time. Matter of fact, I played one this weekend.
Boom goes the dynamite once again, throwing an 8.0 in this one. Yeah, the good old Pony Clubs. I did like Nick's post last week where he did the playlists. I thought that was really clever.
Oh, that playlist is absolute trash, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. But that's kind of the point of it. As Mike Carter has his second 9 mark in this leg. He's throwing an 8.33. Let's give some credit where credit's due here. 8.33 right now for Mike Carter. Down 7-2. He will get to go first and until it's 7-5. So he'll get to go first the next 2 legs if he wins these ones. Well, he'll get to go first the next 2 legs, no matter what.
Great leg there, Mike.
Yep, 7.0.
Wrangle it in one. Now, if he can rattle off a few more, let's see. But that's a good start, man. That's some form of rhythm, form of groove that you can work off of. And especially when you have throw, you can potentially grab a 7 or 9 here.
The real Happy Gilmore 3, which is the 3 there on the end, doesn't make that seem real. Says, so as a shooter who misses a lot of darts, how do you correct after a badly missed dart? Just wondering. Well, you go to your happy place, obviously.
Just tap it in.
Just tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, taparoo. That's what happens if it doesn't mark and it's sticking in the board. You just give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, taparoo. Depending on the rules of the online league that you're playing in, of course.
Oh, you can see the frustration is unreal here, as he knows like 2 singles you really needed at least collect here on maybe a 7 and hope that Alex doesn't collect. But throwing a 9, he's probably gonna come back and hit you with at least a 7.
And then, of course, the frustration leads to a missed third dart. This is the most frustrated we've ever seen Mike Carter.
Yeah. I'm laughing at Rick's. Yeah, we had a heck of a call this weekend.
What?
So Bob stepped up and somehow or another.
Wait. Let me give the context here. Hold on. I was trying to mess with Will, and I was like, and here comes Bob McCoy, 3-time runner-up in the Arm Championship runner-up in the Arm Championship, Arm Wrestling World Championships. And Will goes, is that real? I don't know if that's real. And then I was like, no, it's not real. He's like, oh, well, he's kind of built like a gorilla. And then all of a sudden I went, and the albino gorilla coming up to the line. And then someone said, no, it's the vanilla gorilla. And the rest was history after that. And then later on that night, Bob McCoy comes up to me. He's like, I don't know what my name is. What is it? The albino alligator? And I said, close enough.
So Bob McCoy has a new nickname apparently, and it's the Vanilla Gorilla because he's a 3-time arm wrestling world champion.
Like, I need everyone to understand that's watching along at home that this is what I have to deal with when I travel to dart tournaments with these guys.
It's outrageous.
I've had
It's
to stay in
mostly
the same
Nick.
room with both of them together.
It's Nick.
It is yeah.
It's
I'm telling
terrible.
you.
It's terrible. But can we say for just a second, like, if anybody in darts you could like possibly say is an arm wrestling world champion, it's Bob McCoy. Like,
You know what?
no
You're
doubt.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
Dude, that's a solid, like, you can definitely see that, dude. Like,
I mean, it's honestly, it's the forearms. You know, like they're like calf size forearms.
and for a topic, no matter, we've got one. There you go.
Don't try and throw that on me. Like I made the last comment about it, so now it's
no,
on me.
no. It was a segment that didn't really fit, but guess what? We're doing it anyways. Look at this, though. I mean, Spellman once again collecting here. Mike falling just a little bit short at 4.5. So more than likely going to be an 8-3 scoreline. It is an 8-3 scoreline. What a collection there from Alex Spellman at a 6 mark to get it done.
Yeah, that's almost a coffin shot in itself, right? But 8-3, Spellman over Mike Carter. Remember you said it was audacious for me to say 9-5? Do you remember that? Bold prediction, my friend.
Well, apparently you haven't spent a lot of times in front of the old sports book like I have, because if you believe in something, you got to really believe it firmly from front to back. And that means calling out people on their wrongdoings. So, yeah. You're still wrong, my friend. This could end 9-8.
Don't turn into a JT, all right? And no, I'm not talking about Jonathan Taylor, who is an absolute monster of a football player. Big 9 mark there from Mike Carter. Speaking of monsters, that's a monster 9.
He was doing the roller coaster motion there. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh, yeah. And that's honestly, that's the frustration of this game no matter what, right? The consistency. And I talked to someone earlier that the consistency is really the difference in the top level shooter from really any level of shooter. The difference is in the consistency of that player. And anyone can shoot the big averages. Now, I can't shoot a 7. Okay. I think I've shot a 6 once. Okay. So talent is involved, but at a certain level, it becomes just about consistency.
Look at that from Spellman. Massive
Consistent.
9.
Pretty consistent there.
I mean, exactly. Both averaging a 7 here. But you can see the point advantage in the 20s the way of Mike Carter. So goes for the jump on the 17s before going back up. I don't mind it.
Yeah, that was unlucky there on the third dart for it to kiss into the 1. Watt would be more like
too tall.
He'd be more like state basketball champ, you know?
Yeah, I'm thinking, he could have definitely fit in with the Detroit Pistons back in the day, defensive wise.
You know what? He actually was a high school men's volleyball superstar.
He could potentially play like a goon in hockey too, if the guy could skate.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't think that coordination is there for Jason Watt.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to test that out.
I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to videotape that, to be fair. When's the last time you skated, Watt? It could be a funny one to watch. Carter looking to make this 8-4. I love it. No reason to go off the 20s there. Stay for the points. At least try to make this he has to stay on the 15s here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's still not going to matter.
Well, it doesn't not matter. But Mike can make it not matter right here. It's not going to matter.
Ice skate is a no. That's brother.
Danny, I can see that too. Tommy Campbell used to be an ex-pro wrestler.
I definitely see that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go up against him in a wrestling ring. That's for sure.
No. Cup of coffee in the big time. Oh yeah.
Carter gets it done 8-4 now. And he defeated the 6'5" of Alex Spellman in that leg.
That was a really good leg for Spellman, but that start is a big deal. And this is where, like I said, Mike can rattle off a few here, get himself back in this.
It would be crazy if at least he won one more leg. Oh boy. Mike Carter gets 7 marked open. Sorry guys, I heard we can see Will, and Will has the he has an interesting
So our producer can't turn his dang silent on it. It's driving me nuts all night. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we're talking about the tings each time.
Yes.
Yeah, that's definitely. I thought that was you. To be honest with you, I did not know that was Nick.
I'm sorry, everybody. I mean, it's been driving me nuts all night. I can't. I'm only running on like 2 hours of sleep anyways. I drove like all night to get home from Kenosha, Wisconsin to see the kiddo this morning. So, oh, goodness gracious. We do anything for you fans. We try to.
I don't know. I've been home, so I didn't have to travel or anything like that to be here. But I am excited to be here tonight as Alex Spellman hits a big 9 mark on the 18s to get back in control.
That's a big time hit. And once again, I mean, look at this average differential.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's again. Carter's getting so unlucky with those darts that are kissing off and going into the wrong side of the wire. Yeah, Kyle making a good point. That's gonna be hard to break Spellman's throw if he gets it back to 8-6. But
Yes.
Get it back to 8-6 first. You know, like
well, especially when Alex is doing this, man. Like against throw, he's throwing a 6.75, and we always say you have to average a whole mark or more to get the leg against throw, and we're seeing that here. It's up to Mike if he can maintain.
We obviously remember the 7-3-3 that lost Alex Spellman the king seat match. He threw a 7-3-3 against the throw.
Wow.
And lost that king seat match.
Yeah, I mean,
gross.
Nuts.
But again, he's firing on all cylinders right now. Oh, the single 3 means he's going to have to go back up to the 18s.
Mm-hmm.
Mike gets a bit of reprieve. He's got to take control. And you see the 4 mark there. He doesn't think it's good enough.
I'm afraid it's not going to be. I mean, two darts needed to close the 17s. He's not even going to make the move there. He's just going to hammer home on the points.
He has the higher ground right now. I like that move.
It's not wrong, right? I mean, it forces Carter to hit here. It's got to be a 6. I mean, 4 mark. I don't know. It's a tough move.
Oh, it's so brutal on the first dart again.
Yeah, this is going to be right back to Spellman, and he's going to take advantage fully here.
This might be a white horse on the 17s, 16s, 15s. We start on the 16s, actually. It wouldn't have been a white horse anyway. I already had a mark on the 17, so I already said it myself. You don't have to correct me.
Look at that. He's frustrated and it's in there.
Well, it's because it's all crisscrossed there and blocked.
Well, it also, I mean, it did ricochet off the barrel. I don't know how it ended up working, but it worked out again for him there.
Sure did.
Somehow finds it. Like, I'm wondering if he felt like that ricochet, like if maybe that even shouldn't have been in.
Oh, absolutely. He's like, really? Now it's going to bounce the right way for me?
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, too little, too late, as these might be the last 3 darts that Mike Carter throws in season 9 of the CSC Challenger Series. And we're going to give props where props are due. Mike Carter had a great run this season to get to this point. He's going to finish with $600. Nothing wrong with that. But Spellman will move on to the 4th place match, where we'll take on the winner of Kellen Sperlin and Ryan Jervis. As there it is, Alex Spellman, winner, 9-4, throws a 6.12 in that last late decider. Spellman had to get his average up to his current average for the season, right?
Yeah. I mean, well, current average for the season is a 5.63. That was a 5.7 to end it there. So, yeah, I managed to get there. Good stuff for Alex Spellman. I mean, especially when you look at the travel thing, that's what's really impressive here. Yeah. I mean, he's a professional, no doubt. He's got to show up for those matches, and he has. He really has been in form lately. So winning the Continental Cup, going into this weekend in LA, winning events there, and then turns around and wins here on Monday night against Mike Carter, advancing the CSC.
Yeah, and
good stuff.
The next round match is going to be Kellen Sperlin versus Alex Spellman in the 4th place match. That's going to be a good one. I can tell you that much. As someone, Thomas, said that Kellen won his match. So that's going to be a great 4th place match to see who gets the job done. But yeah, I'm going to give Mike Carter again credit. There were a lot of throws there where it's wiring off in the wrong side. And when you're playing against someone as good as Alex Spellman, it gets frustrating really quickly when you're having that happen to you.
Exactly. I think that I mentioned it a few times tonight. I think that in the early stages of this match, had a few of those gone Mike's way, you wouldn't have seen the frustration play a factor here tonight. And I think that this could have been a different matchup, maybe a few more legs in Mike's favor. I'm not saying he could have won, although I was really banking on him winning. Let's be honest.
I mean, anyway, obviously, bold move.
Hey,
hey,
sometimes you just got to do it, right?
I liked your demeanor about it. You were all in for that. On Wednesday, we got another great matchup, man. Dwayne Johansson taking on Corey Beck. Those are 2 very scrappy players that I think it's going to go the wire in Division 2. Anyone can really win that division still at this point.
Yeah, of course, you give the advantage to Brett Hollanday, but I think that it could go any way. You don't want to miss that action on Wednesday. It's just as exciting as our Division 1, if not a little bit more entertaining. We usually see some sudden death legs happen in that Division 2 battle. So come join us 8 p.m. on Wednesday, whether it be USA Darts or Partners Promoting Darts Facebook and YouTube pages. We've got you covered with that action. Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Nick, stop with the dinging. Nick, stop.